restarted the damaged reliquary drive, they unleashed a cascade of void contamination. Void manifestations from beyond the membrane. We've come to know them as Thrax. They will attack and possess our exolizers, making the units spread void contamination instead of cleansing it.
Contamination messing with transference.
Damn it. The void has taken this exolizer. It's making the contamination worse. You wield the void. Try to purge it. These interlopers have barely set foot aboard the Zeraman. Yet the void has seen something like them before. These half-made manifestations mirror them. But a different them.
Same old story. Near ghosts on my trail, no matter where I go.
Losing steam. The enemy has triggered the release of a possessed exolizer. Purge it before it pumps out even more void contamination.
Things could have been different. Quinn, what is happening?
The contamination. It amplifies the song. We're running out of time. Any nearby attackers will degrade the exolizer's performance. Clear them out to get the system working full steam. Manifestations away from the exolizers. You just lost an exolizer to possession. Get it back. This cascade is growing out of control. Critical levels. Your time is running out. Contamination levels going in the wrong direction. The exolizer is purged. Any casualties you inflict within its grid will bring the contamination level down. cascade is nearing the tipping point. You're about to face irreversible contamination. Possessed exolyzer located. Purge it and make it work for us. Kid, you can't give up on me now. Kid!
Otra vez fallida.
Restarted the damaged reliquary drive. They unleashed a cascade of void contamination. Void manifestations from beyond the membrane. We've come to know them as Thrax. They will attack and possess our exolyzers, making the units spread void contamination instead of cleansing them.
Contamination's messing with transference.
Damn it. The void is taking this exolyzer. It's making the contamination worse. You wield the void. Try to purge it. The interlopers have barely set foot aboard the Zeraman. Yet the void has seen something before. These half-made manifestations mirror them. But a different them.
Same old story. Grenier ghosts on my trail, no matter where I go.
Void cascade losing steam. The enemy has triggered the release of a possessed exolyzer. Purge it before it pumps out even more void contamination. Just lost an exolyzer to possession. Get it back. Remember that first harvest festival? The children laughing in the agrobiomes? How we knew it could have been.
I remember the singing, picking fruit under those warm lights. Stained purple with lots of images. You really think things could have been different? Quinn, what is happening?
The contamination. It amplifies the sound. We're running out of time. Now the exolyzer's purged. Any casualties you inflict within its field will bring the contamination
Buenas. ¿Cómo andamos? Disculpa, recién lo veo. Una misión bastante difícil.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out. Contamination spreading. Equalizer is ours.
No, no, es la aventura secundaria. No, la parte primaria.
Void contamination dropping.
Pero está complicado.
Cascade subsiding. No longer detected.
Por fin.
Manifestation. It is safe to stand down. Please, return to the crucible.
Como 5 veces lo había hecho.
Understand, the Zeraman is yours now. You inherited it, along with the duty to protect it.
I reckon she can
¿Vos hace
fend
mucho
for
jugás?
herself. I'll help with whatever crisis you've got going on here, but that's all. I'm not looking for another prison.
Wait. Listen.
Ah, hace bastante.
Get to floor signal D7.
No, ya se hará un mes y algo.
Aren't you a fascinating anomaly?
Terminé la nueva guerra antes de ayer.
Right. Explanations. When consciousness and void come together, it makes a thing. For example, me. Not nearly as fascinating as you, though.
Yeah, we covered conceptual embodiment in TA.
Kira called them angels. But then what does that make us? We gestated in the belly of the Zeraman beast, same as them. Woke when we heard those words call us, same as them. But we aren't like them. And I'll be damned if we don't go down fighting. Right?
The angels are tearing through the Albrecht membrane. Void is flooding in through the ruptures they've created. The Zaraman's automatic fighter blast system is damaged and overwhelmed. Seems its designer, me, neglected to envision a situation like this. We need to resort to manual application. Gather up nearby Vitoplast and stuff it in the ruptures. Creative in some pretty unpleasant ways. The deeper the void flood gets, the weirder it'll be for you. Do that enough times, and you'll keep the Zaraman high and dry.
Stood for something once. Oh, the Orc and draped her in all their hollow pride and pomposity. But to the ordinary families, she meant hope. Earth was ruined. Mars arid. Lure fractured. Tau would have been a chance to begin again. We shall not fear to take the leap across the gulf of the fair.
Though all betwixt is dark and deep, a home awaits us there. Yeah, we really thought we'd make it.
This is about as bad as it could be. It's Kira. She's mutating, heading straight for the reliquary drive. We won't be able to resist her song. She knows us too well.
You can hold out. I know you can.
Overcome. Research notes updated. What more could an Archimedean want?
too much time. Those idiotic Grineer are cracking the shield on the reliquary drive. The angels are heading there to feed.
I'll stop the Grineer, and Kira too.
You're really going to try, huh? Okay. Caballero can show you how to use the old deployable defenses. You'll need them. This can only in one of two ways. We die, or we change. Promise me after we're gone, you'll take care of the Zeraman.
I promise. Don't worry, Quinn. I won't let you suffer.
The Orkin only wanted ceremonial weapons on the Zeraman, but for something as important as the reliquary drive, they built in two little security guarantees. Auto-fabricating armaments and
De ponerle más daño a la
exodampers
ballesta,
enemy combat ability.
al arco.
We need to defend our exodampers and our reliquary with armaments. Got that? We use Argosine to build the armaments. I marked an Argosine drop on your radar. Think you managed to find it. Yanta, how many of those big finger relics are out there, do you think?
Well, fewer than there used to be. So long as the originals are still safely sealed away, of course.
Now, I'm sure you want to go crazy building armaments all over, but you cannot do that. You need to use sockets. Go find the socket that appeals to you most. Your socket. The socket that was meant for you. And build something dangerous in it. Oh, mercy me. I do believe you got the hang of this, grubber. One more thing. Enemies coming through Aura Works are always helping themselves to our Argosine. So feel free to take it from their cold, dead hands.
Ah, entendí. Ah, contrato es... No, yo mucho del juego no entiendo. Pero sé que está en el códice.
She's here. For Kira. You have to stop her. You have to try.
No, y esta es complicada por lo que se ve. Ah, no.
Don't bother trying to hurt Kira's angel form now. Just pull her essence back into the void. You're gonna have to follow her in there. Kira's almost recovered. You need to put her down.
No.
You weren't fast enough. Now it's healed. She'll heal. Those orbs will redirect any damage you can do. Try throwing yourself through them.
Forward for us. Fight on. And remember who we once were. We shall not fear to take the leap.
Quinn? Quinn! Quinn? Anybody?
Tenno, the song has quieted. I am no longer reading Void Distortion. What have you found on the Zeramin?
Just
Corre, perra, corre.
ghosts. I think we all lost today.
Ahora sí.
Quinn, you're still you.
We changed. Oh, we drew power, but from a very different source. You have noticed it's not just the reliquary that can work miracles with the void, yes? I wonder, do you even know just how brightly you shine?
You say that. But this place,
Esta es una sola misión, o sea, y adentro hay un montón.
everyone through.
So, remember, like we remember Kira. There was a place in this park where she used to love to sit. I think perhaps it would suit a memorial.
Pero ya está terminada.
Tenno, your codex has been updated with a new quest.
Operator, your inbox exists in a non-zero state. Would you care to check your mail?
Vamos a cambiar. No creo necesitar Excalibur. Alto celu.
My lonely vigil is over. Throw me, Tenno, and on no account wake the family. Despite their conflicts, they sleep in peace. But a solitary dream plagues me. You must understand. Constructs cannot dream. And yet, I have. In my dream, one single name repeats. Kalimos. The memory surface, long locked away. This was no dream, Tenno. It was a precept. The Kalimo sequence. I must fulfill this dormant precept. The Kalimo sequence has begun, and it cannot be undone. Responsibility in the Kalimo sequence. Awaken the sleeper. But I cannot do it alone. Please, assist me once more.
Están abajo, no era.
The edge of the map and into the domain of monsters. Master Entrati never completed his final project, the vessels. The sequence dictates they
Hola Justin, ¿cómo andas?
before the sleeper does. Do you hear that? Let us hope the sleeper is untroubled by such strangeness. Find them.
Acá haciendo otra misión más secundaria. Bueno, ahí. Necralist. A ver si podemos terminar el modo historia.
and things, still faithful following Master Infrante's last command. Show mercy.
La que le sigue a la guerra interna. Ya seguí el códice ahí como va. La guerra interna 5 horas y media me llevó.
Master Infrante convict. The void come. He feared it was meaningless. I feared more that it was not. That book was like a diary to Master Infrante. His grimoire. No doubt it holds the secrets of the vessels and of the Kalimo sequence. Take it, Tenno. Grimoire is very active. It is reading you. I confess it galls me slightly to see a compendium of knowledge used as a weapon. But needs must. We need be in no doubt of your skill, at any rate. In monstrous danger, these labs. Better off sealed. We can only hope the sleeper has been untouched by this vast horror. This
¡Apa!
A trap? Master Entrati jealously protected his most important possessions. Be they your grace or beef. Come, the sleeper opens.
¿Y acá quién despertó?
The Kalimo sequence has begun? Did he send you? Is he? No. No, of course he didn't. That would be impossible.
This is, well, Lloyd, the original. All emotional centers very much intact. Did you have a good sleep?
Ah, the helpful necroloid my Albrecht had made, so that I might have assistance and company. Perhaps that made it easier for him to leave. Resume your duties, construct.
Resume your duties, construct.
Please, follow me. A tenor,
Mentira secuencia, ok.
a deserter, presumably. Is it not aware there's a war going on? So, the war, too, is just a memory now.
Este que tiene el gato, la mascota. Se la puede regalar.
While Lloyd completes his inspections, you'd better meet the Carvier, a reminder of darker times. Though Master Entrati always hoped the awaited operator would be able to understand them. Incomplete experiment, one might say.
Albrecht left a great deal incomplete. The vessels are unfinished, like a book one might one day return to. Operable, barely. The sequence dictates I am to wait for their operator. Clearly that cannot be you.
Oh, it can be. Tenno, Master Entrati's grimoire suggests you are the key. That colorless antique there? Use it.
math isn't right. The transference stream. It's being diverted.
Arthur, find a terminal. Check in. I need to know you made it.
Está re jodido, pobre.
Feels like there's someone in my head.
Nearly done with this bitch of a year. I wish we could just start over. Find that Doctor and Trotty bastard on day one. Then I wouldn't be alone on New Year's Eve. They found me. Keep going, Arthur. Find Doctor and Trotty. Follow him into hell if you have to.
Yo quiero la mascota esa. ¿Se puede conseguir esa mascota?
Albrecht made it to 1999 in one piece. But that thing is still on his heels. Albrecht rarely smiled after his return from the void. And never like that. I smashed the casket for nothing! It followed him anyway! Silence, creatures! It seems the murmur overloaded your connection. Unfortunately for Albrecht's cherished POM 2, not as future-proof as the label claimed. Alas. Murmur. They're attacking the Century network I installed. Our eyes and ears. To arms, Tenno! Play the warrior, and leave the tactics to me. Construct, I'm awake. Your one responsibility is fulfilled. Be with the family. They must be kept in the state of ignorance to which my Albrecht so wisely consigned them.
But Yes, I see. Until we meet again, Tenno.
Doesn't that grimoire feel a little...
Presumes to destroy our auditory and visual senses. In all the time I have been asleep, there have never once been so close. Ignore the combat. If Albrecht ever understood the word battle, he never bothered to share that knowledge with me. They come. For all those years of futile, silent encroachment, something has changed them, stirred them up. There is a defense system of sorts. Gather enough of the floating Vosphine boots, and they should reinvigorate the organs you're here to protect. Fallback system, case. Promised operator never showed. Metal never could be compelled to attack. Albrecht suspected he could no longer distinguish between the indifference and concern. A theory he was reluctant to confirm. Shifting focus. Get to the victory. The indifference. He could have given lessons in indifference. Albrecht once thought the Cavia should have been destroyed. Failures all. But he briefly showed reluctance. And I saw no reason to punish them for his negligence. I saw off Dranum's thugs. I beat back the infested. And by the void I shall see the end of these monstrosities.
Compleja las misiones.
You're right, Fish. Lloyd could never figure things out. We have nothing to worry about.
If the Cavia have been babbling our secrets to the Murmur, I shall immolate the lot of them. Promise or no promise? It seems Albrecht said more than we heard. Despite the signal becoming corrupted, his words to you are preserved in the transference buffer. We should extract them. But for that, the POM-2 requires a replacement board. And those are all hidden away in the Netra cells. You do understand that accessing a Netracell without a key glyph is completely impossible? A key glyph. So, the Carvia have provided the very item we require. Very well. Proceed to the Netracell at your own risk, Tenno. That babbling oddity may be sending you into a trap, and if you do end up in one, I'm afraid you're on your own. To bear. Each type will impede you in its own way.
Look at these things lying around. Abandoned. Like you.
You are king! Not mine! I won't listen! My apologies. I shall refrain from outbursts. Insert the key clip. The Netrocell's security apparatus is diligent. That door won't open while it can sense the murmur nearby. So eliminate them. Automated systems are trying to lock down the Netrocell. Their only option is to destroy. Excellent. Return to me with the bolt, Tenno.
Forgive me. I need Lloyd to understand why I had to leave without him. Why I forced him to destroy the device after I had gone. And why I could never say the words he so needed to hear. If I had remained in the Deimos laboratory, Lloyd would never have been safe from him. You know of what I speak. And so I retreated to the only place in history where that entity could not easily follow, to draw his greedy eye away from Lloyd. Tenno, I require your trust. Craft the little curio whose blueprints you will find in the computer's memory. Complete the Kalimos sequence. Repair. Rebuild. When the time is right, find me.
The skin of a martyr doesn't suit you, Albrecht. If something mattered, he'd have found a way. It's too late. You heard him, Tenno. He requires your trust. So craft the bloody thing.
Tick-tock, kiddo. You don't want to be late again, do you?
The Jahu Gargoyle. Bring it back here and we shall examine what form will do to help us. Albrecht may have told you to build that thing, but given how he used people and threw them away, he may not have cared for your safety. If that gargoyle is a threat, you must take it from the sanctum immediately. Now, activate it.
At last! If ignorance is bliss, then you, Tenno, must be ecstatic. Come on then, bring it closer. Wakey, wakey.
Where did that come from? Identify yourself!
Please, Lloyd, let them figure it out. Hello! Wake up, Tenno! That's the right direction. Who's a clever little air breather? You are! Yes, you are! No! This way! Here! In the jar! What? The fish with the big brain? Yes, the fish with the big brain! Can we please finally get this interminable process over with?
Albrecht used you to give the Cavia a voice, just as he used me to keep them alive. Such a resourceful man.
So, here we are then. The best of what's left. Clearly, Papa's plan was countered. Color me surprised. Right then. We may proceed with the sequence.
You animals have observed us all this time, have you not? You've given yourself a role in the sequence?
Indeed we have. Oh, come, Lloyd. It's named after Papa's favorite pet. Spare the rod and spoiled. We know the fragmented ones are heralds of the indifference. We know the chosen operator must summon and destroy them. And regrettably, you, Lloyd, have made this impossible.
Choose your words carefully, fish.
Tenno, the grimoire is incomplete. The final page hidden away by Lloyd. Be a darling and retrieve it. That's all. Run along.
So be it. The gift of decency was clearly not bestowed upon the Cavia, Tenno. But I cannot deny the page's current status is lost.
Talk! I can talk! Hey! Hey! Oh! Mr. Lloyd! Mr. Lloyd! Where is Papa? Why did Papa leave us? Mr. Lloyd!
Papa is gone. I'll be gone too. In an instant. Like... We have to keep quiet.
Okay.
Allow me to boil this down for you. Should the differences corrupting touch reach us and take back our speech, we would be screwed. So, be a love and eradicate the murmur in this patch before the big bad gets word that Lloyd's awake and the fish is talking.
There is some truth to what fish says. That page was the last thing my Albrecht ever wrote. Meant to me. Since I had no interest in reading his endless self-justifications, I hid it away instead. But with all this chaos, it's undetectable.
is our one hope.
Do not patronize the Tenno fish. The strands of Kra are merely void renderings of the chains of cause and effect. Conceptually embodied timelines, if you will.
Papa's daughter excelled at explaining complicated concepts in childish terms. I see now where she earned it.
to yourself, Tenno. I'm damned if I'm giving Albrecht the last word.
Fell hand raps upon the untimed door, and stands Grimoire. We are undone. We've been rumbled.
Diverted your extraction jump. We need you back at the sanctum. Now! It's taking the labs inch by inch. Well, I won't let it take his bloody corvia!
Something indifferent seeks a path through the walls, and then, Tenno, through you! Keep it at bay! Soon it will take on mass.
gave me back my sight, but I would not spare you a glance. You gave me back my voice, but I never spoke to praise you as I should have. For you were my right hand, my strength, my support, my sanctuary. Even when the galleries hurled scorn upon me, your sole desire was to suffer it in my stead. of service. You aspired to be worthy of me. I only wish that I could have been worthy of you, my lord.
Tenno! No. Operator.
The strand of claw has been cut, while the indifference remains undeterred. I foresee a grim and continuing struggle to safeguard Papa's laboratory from its fell and ruinous grasp.
Indeed. I shall not waver. Protect the vessels. Repair. rebuild. So runs the Kalimo sequence. And such is our task. In the version of the past we saw, my Albrecht said we were too late. The solution, naturally, is to arrive on time next time. You keep the murmur at bay, I shall fulfill my role. Punctuality. The Entrati family never could arrive on time without my help. And so, here I am, back to my old role, the diligent servant. Albrecht would have smiled at that, I think. He said, "My last sight of your face must not be marred by tears."
We had a deal. The deal was shook. A little handshake, all it took. Though from the deal, the wee child ran.
Yet still, we end as we began.
Please, remember to hand in any Voca you encounter for analysis. You've met the animals, the catastrophe Albrecht saddled me with. Well, any ideas? Their roles were intended to be filled by qualified personnel. People! Instead, we have this. It's bad comedy. They're imprinted with whatever information they need to function, and an understanding of our current state of affairs, including Albrecht's absence. They were sent into the Void using a bell of the same design that Albrecht initially used. The Void got in, somehow. Again. One of the animals was lost, and the rest came back like that. We placed them in stasis, pending a proper examination. For them, the disaster, intelligence, and selfhood all occurred only hours ago. They're psychological shrapnel, and they're all we've got. See what you can do with them. I simply do not have the time. I cannot lie, Tenno. I have always felt nervous in the presence of Warframes. The Orokin twisted people into weapons, and I've seen firsthand the bloody and well-deserved consequences of that act. Dante, though. In his company, I felt no such anxiety. He was warm, earnest, literate. A fellow seeker. To know that he perished in these very halls while I slept is a bitterness to me. The gods of writing were always gods of magic too. Demons and ideas, both bound up in books. Impossible to bind forever, mind you. No matter how many locks and chains you fasten a book up with, someone will always prise it back open. That's the frightening thing about ideas, you see. Let's see what we can recover. Oh, I'll just pop off and find something to dust, shall I? The debris of monstrousness. Let us learn from it. This ought to keep the group cohesive for a little longer. Sometimes I wonder how much of this Albrecht saw coming. And then I try not to think about it. Very good, Tenno. I'm quite content down here, I assure you. A chap has to have his space. There we are then. We truly have accumulated a bewildering quantity of... I'll just put it. What you have gathered may be of use. Very good, Tenno. So much of what we do resembles magic. No wonder we found demons in the forbidden spaces. Oh, I'll just pop off and find something to... All satisfactory, I trust.
Thank you, bird. Void preserve me. Ah, yes. Operator, correct? Drifter, perhaps. You'll find our merry band share that unconventional relationship with their appellations. I am Fibonacci. Papa's design has uplifted me to function as the coordinating factor of this little group. You, may have heard that one of our number was consigned to paradise before our return from the void. Min, Tagver's mate. Yes, most unfortunate. Too often it is the good and the young who forge our future, laying their lives upon progress's unfeeling anvil. Now, let us apply ourselves to the grand work at hand and deny our minds melancholy's frigid caress. To work! What do you mean, no? As you were.
Now that you're here, Tenno, let's put you to work.
The bell. 1 minute, I existed only to eat and flee and breed. The next I was me. But men, did men have time to be men? Before she and I, we were the last. Did you know that? Without her, there's no more us. No more Tagfer and men. No soft calls. No gentle nuzzling muzzle. No little Tagfers. No little mins. Ever. Fibonacci says we have to trust that it's all part of Papa's plan. How? Why? And now I have a purpose. So the fish says. To help you in the ways in which I have been instructed. But all I want is to be with her.
it!
I understand.
One must make the best of things. Now that you're here, Tenno, let's put you to work. I wouldn't bother going mad, Tenno. It may be dreadfully tempting, but it really does not help. Put me to work, Tenno. Drusus has his debts to pay, and I have mine. Granum made the mistake of robbing the same place twice. It's easy to trip up a man blinded by greed. I'll just... Our service is but a shadow of... Tenno, the Warframe Corvex was designed by my Albrecht.
Check your inbox, operator. Maybe orders will get...
Kid, when someone's gone, the part nobody talks about...
Chosen operator. Finley.
Cleanse the system to let you in, and I'll send your personal necromech to a dispenser. I'm afraid the necromech will have to wait.